Firstly, I have a colour-changing bulb. I love it. I'm going to put it on. It's my new toy. Shove it. Secondly, I've been drawing tarn. I've only just discovered what tarn is. Em's going to get the toy soon. It's interesting. His face is a Decepticon logo. Eye bogies. Tired. Oh, so tired. Don't know edit this, sorry. A while ago I made a video saying let's all talk about KOs and 3Ps and where's the line? Where is the line? Where does it fall? Loads of people have done them. Thank you very much. Zort Rider did one the other day. Then Dorian has done a response to Zort Rider's one. I'm going to admit that when I watch Zort Rider's one, if I say something you don't like, that's cool, we can have a conversation about it, but I'm just going to give you my opinion for a minute. I am also a total hypocrite, I'll explain why at the end. Ankle's still really hurting. Lots of people have... I watched the comments, I read most of the comments on the Zort Rider video, and loads of people had his back, loads of people were really on his side. Yet I sat through most of that video going, no! Now, he did make one amazing point. If you make a toy, using the Masterpiece mould as an example, if you create a toy, right, and you charge £180 for it because it's a proper piece of engineering, which it is, it's a beautiful, beautifully engineered toy, I understand it. But then if you do 57 different repaints of it and then still charge the original price for all of them, I get that that's a bit cheeky. I get it, okay? It was a very good point. I'd not thought of it before. Beautiful. But that's probably why Sun Surge, Acid Storm, etc. were cheaper. That's why they went down to the £50 price point at Toys R Us, because of that reason. I've got no problem with the Coronation Starscream set being expensive because it is an exclusive. Sometimes things like this are supposed to be expensive because it keeps them exclusive. You're driving the brand. Now, what worries me? If we all get all caught up on the let's buy cheap toys bandwagon, if we all get caught up in not buying a genuine piece because we're going to sit and wait for the knockoff piece to come out, then A, yes, we'll all be richer, and B, we won't really have a scene in 10 years time or 15 years time or even 5 years time. If it becomes commonplace that people don't buy a genuine product and wait for the hooky product to come out later on, the genuine product will stop being created. And yes, it is knockoff. I don't consider third party knockoff. If you actually create a mould from scratch, if you make a mould right from day one, it's your mould, then all power to you, sunshine. Even if you're nicking the intellectual property that is Hasbro, it still all comes back to the point that you have to start driving the brand. You have to drive the brand. You have to get people interested in Transformers. You have to keep people interested in Transformers. The problem is if you go to KO, all you'll ever end up doing is regurgitating old stuff. Nothing will ever be new again. You have to have that connection with the original Hasbro property. You have to have the connection with Genesis to give something to be KO'd. If we become too comfortable buying KOs, if in our brains we go, oh, KO's not a problem, I'll just buy the KO, then the actual source material will just dwindle more and more and more. The other thing you have to remember is that if you're buying KO material, none of that, every ticket you buy, every Titan's Return toy that you buy, stuff like that, right, is a little notch at Hasbro's, not bedpost, but on their technology sheets, on their spreadsheets, on all of their Microsoft Excel, whatever you want to call it, okay? They take notice of every single thing that you buy. And every time you buy something from a backdoor trader, every time you buy something from eBay because it's a little bit cheaper, that sort of thing, every time you do something to circumvent spending an extra couple of quid, right, you are killing it. You are just killing it. Half the reason stuff costs £20 now instead of the fact that it used to cost 12 is the fact that people are so price conscious and so not buying and going to other places to get stuff super cheap all the time, unless you actually feed the mouths in the first place of the people that provide all of this shit for us, then you're going to lose it. It'll all go. It'll just all go. It's a terrible, 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 terrible attitude. Terrible, terrible attitude. Don't buy knockoff. Don't wait for the knockoff. Don't wait for the knockoff. Now, why am I a hypocrite? Prowl is a knockoff. Sideswipe is a knockoff. I bought Sideswipe. Prowl's a gift. Red Alert was Thew's one from his knockoff Beatdown, which I got off him for the cost of the postage. Thank you, Thew. I love you very much. I fixed that and the arm works, and now I tend to keep that one because it's the one that was in Thew's video and got nothing to do with what it is because I've got loads of the versions of the same thing. Knockoffs. I've got giant, great big Grimlock knockoff. I own a Wei Zhang Optimus Prime evasion mode knockoff. They're brilliant. I love them. I do. Now the single thing, the one, Emily, right? Emily brought this up. She sent me a video the other day. She hates knockoffs. She hates KO. She doesn't even like Hasbro. She's part of the problem, really. Don't tell her I said that. Shh. But she loves her third party. She bought a Carnifex. I haven't played with it yet. But if it's ridiculously expensive and I look at it and go, I'm not bloody buying that, she buys it. So between me getting all the cheap tat and her getting all the expensive tat, our house is going to be full of shit. She sent me a video of a genuine thrust, an MP thrust, one of the new ones, okay? And it's a piece of shit. The QC is atrocious. The centerpiece wobbles. It's almost like they've installed a waist joint on it because it's got so much movement. There's actually like that much movement. It wiggles. It's like it's got a new... It's just atrocious. The biggest thing that Hasbro have to do to stop people buying knockoffs is A, stop charging through the nose. Your stuff's too expensive. Because if other people can do stuff super cheap, you're going to have to start following suit. Okay, as a business, it's just going to have to happen. Yes or no. You know, that's what. I'm telling you what I'm thinking. But the most important thing is when Kuban Bao or Wei Zhang or people like that can make your product substantially better than you do. And I have had a really good think about this because loads of stuff has been said, especially over this whole discussion of let's talk about KOs. I don't blame you. I can't blame you. I just can't blame you for doing it. Because the knockoff stuff is such good quality. And when a 3p quality product Nazi like my missus turns around and says, no, I'd quite happily buy one of those KOs because they feel great. Are we starting to lose the war? Are the people who want genuine stuff starting to give up because the genuine stuff just maybe isn't quite as good as it should be at the moment? It's pretty good. The quality's pretty good. Look at that Optimus Prime all. That's a beautiful thing. Lots of the stuff that's come out recently is beautiful. But if you want to be at the top of the game, you need to be at the top of your game. I had to have my conversation. I just had to have a chat about it.